today I'm going to be doing a fun spring summer candle and Bath & Body Works haul. I haven't done one of these in a very long time because I've probably not bought Bath & Body Works candles for the best part of maybe 2 years. If you saw one of my recent videos, I did just declutter quite a few, so I made space for some new ones. And if you can hear some movement, Winnie is insisting on sitting behind me. So yeah, this season was the first sort of spring summer collection that I was really excited and got back into candles. And sometimes I think it's very much over consumerism. You know, they're pumping out so many candles every few weeks. It feels like the same sort of scents start to repeat themselves, and I think it was good to have that 2-year break because it made buying candles exciting and new again. And they had a great offer on at the time, and I used my Stackery. If you've not been around or watched any of my previous videos, I use Stackery to get anything from America to me here in the UK. It's basically a locker that you can have there. I will leave a link down below. It is a referral link, so if you do end up using it, I get a little bit of credit, which is a bonus. But yeah, basically they can hold your items free up to 40 days and they can collectively ship everything together. So it's great for Bath & Body Works. I use it for books and Disney pins, but they have a whole list of other companies that quite happily will ship to Stackery and post boxes. I think I did do a full video or explain a bit more in depth about Stackery, which I'll link down below. It's very much still the same. The only thing that's new that they've introduced is they now, I believe, introduce like $1 per package, like processing fee. So say you had 6 packages come in to your Stackery, they will charge you $1 per package, plus consolidation fees, plus if you want extra packaging and that sort of stuff. So it can still get pricey. I'm not going to say that because it has got more expensive in the climate that we're in, and also just what Stackery have done with adding, you know, those extra costs, and it wasn't particularly well advertised when it was introduced, so I did complain about that. We're going on a little bit of a tangent, so let's jump right in to what I purchased from Bath & Body Works. Me and Darren did this collectively together, and yeah, I'll start off with antibacterials because we got a lot. And what I will say, I don't usually order anything sprays or antibacterials because it's then classed as hazmat, which you get charged extra for processing. It limits the shipping companies you can use because it's more hazardous, so it's got to be shipped in more controlled environments, I believe. So I don't tend to like doing it because it breaks up the price of shipping. Darren didn't know that and purchased the order regardless, so there we are. And needless to say, this is going to keep us going for a while, so let me pick out some of the scents. So he got Champagne Toast, Life is a Fairy Tale, which is part of the new sort of Disney collection, Mahogany Teakwood. We've got some more summer scents, so Waikiki Beach Coconut. What else do we have? I think that might be it, the scents. Oh, and then Island Margarita. And he did get a couple little sprays as well, so I'll put in a little clip. They were quite cool, but the antibacterials we've used for years and years and we really enjoy them. I can't believe how much they've gone up in price since I first started collecting. They used to be like 5 for $5, and they used to be like 95 cents a dollar, and now they're up to $1.95, so yeah, crazy. And I actually just found there was a very small Champagne Toast hand sanitizer right at the bottom. I'm not as big a fan of the sprays because I think they're a little bit, you know, you've got to spray and then you've got to spray. I find like, not that they're wasteful, but I think you'd probably use more than a hand sanitizer. I don't know, but yeah, they're quite little small compact ones, so cute to fit in a bag if you didn't want one of those. But yeah, so it says you get 220 sprays, but I was interested to see what the mils are, and these are $3.95. So let me see, does it say how many mils? So these are 29 mils, so you get the same in both, and you know, it's what, $2 cheaper, so I think I'll be sticking to these in the past. I think you're literally paying for the spray mechanism. They're all quite self-explanatory scents. Champagne Toast is very much a fruity sort of citrus scent, which is really nice in both candle form, spray form and antibacterial. And then Life is a Fairy Tale. I'm not quite sure what the actual scent notes are of this, but it is just one of those classic Bath and Body Works sort of body care scents, I would say. Reminds me a little bit of Japanese Cherry Blossom, that kind of scent. So it'll be interesting to read the scent notes. Let me grab that out. So it says the scent combines the warmth of Kingdom Woods, whimsical floral notes and sweet berry scents. So yeah, I would say it's a bit like Japanese Cherry Blossom, a little bit fruitier and a little bit more woodsy. But yeah, it would be interesting. I don't know if I would like that in a candle, but as sort of hand care and body care, it's quite pleasant. And then I got 5 candles, so let me show you. And I am by no means the best sort of scent describer, so if you're looking for expert scent descriptions, there are quite a few others here on YouTube, but yeah, let me just tell you my little simple thoughts. So the first one is Hummingbird Tea Cake, which is one that I've wanted to try for some time now. It's come out in a few different variations of packaging, and from the front it kind of has like a pineapple cake on it. So this scent reads pineapple cake batter, cinnamon spice and toasted pecans. And no surprise for me, it kind of does smell like the scent notes. You get the really warm cinnamon, sugary sort of cake batter element. There is a bit of light fruitiness. I don't know if I could go as far as say it's fresh pineapple juicy. It's more like as you would think when you bake pineapple into a cake, and you've got elements of it there on the picture, you know, when it sort of goes a bit sort of almost burnt and char grilled. That's the kind of scent you're getting. It reminds me of banana bundt cake a little bit, in the sense of that sort of warm cake batter element. I'll be interesting to burn this one because this could go very much one or two ways. It could either be really nice or the cinnamon could really overpower it, and I might not like that. But it is a very warm scent. On cold it's quite a heavy scent, so I think it, well, I'd like to think it would have good throw. It definitely would sort of suggest that because it's such a powerful scent. And as you can see here, I do sort of tend to go for the bakery scents. The next one being Main Street Bakery. Again, this has been out in a couple different variations. So this is what this one looks like. And this says fresh banana, vanilla wafers, cinnamon sugar. Again, all scents that are really, really interesting and I usually quite like. And this one is so incredibly sweet. If you do not like sweet candles, you're not really going to like this. This is sweeter and lighter than banana bundt cake. That, from memory, I mean, I've not got it here, I could probably go try and find it. That is more of a, I don't want to say authentic banana scent, but a lot less sort of sickly sweet. This is like banana sweets, and yeah, you get a real lightness and creaminess from the vanilla wafers. It's less cakey. It is more so, I would say, like a banana sweet. I wouldn't say this is necessarily a bakery scent. The more I smell it, it's just a very sweet banana. You could maybe go as far as say like a banana like parfait, like some sort of light mousse type bakery treat, but you're not getting cake from that. It's, the wafers are much lighter, in my opinion. And I don't really get any cinnamon from that, if I'm honest. So again, these are all cold reviews. My thoughts may change once I burn them. And then the next one, which I was so excited to see, was Banana Cream Latte. Again, I love banana scents, I love coffee scents. So this is whipped banana, smooth espresso and frothy sweet cream. And previously when I've smelt this, I wasn't really picking up much coffee, if I was honest. but just then I really did get a hint of coffee. Even though it says it's espresso, it's nowhere near as strong as sort of the singular heavy coffee candles, or any of like the latte ones. This to me very much, and this is more of a authentic banana scent, I would say, whereas that was more sickly sweet, that last one. This is more fresh banana, sort of smushed up, if that makes sense. If anything, to me this is more of a bakery scent than that other one was. But yeah, I would say if you like one or the, like, if you really like banana scents, you probably will like both. If you don't like one of these, I would still encourage you to try the other, if you still like banana, because like I said, they're very different scent elements. This is much more, I would say, like a bakery scent, like you could walk into a coffee shop and smell like banana cake, whereas this is like I've walked into a sweet shop and I'm sniffing the banana sweets type vibe. So if you don't like one, I still encourage you to try the other. And then the next two are from the same collection. We've got Strawberry Peach Sunset, which looks like this, and I'm a big fruity peachy fan, and I loved the whole vibe of this series. I think there was maybe a couple other that I would like to try in it, but this is peach nectar, fresh strawberries and vanilla sweet cream. And I saw a review earlier where someone was like, this is very much similar to the Market Peach and Strawberry Pound Cake mashup that came out, just without like the cake element. And yeah, I can see that. It's got the peach, but obviously it's got the strawberries in it. So if you like that sort of mashup, but you necessarily weren't too keen on the bakery scent, that is completely eliminated from this. And that's what I would say this is. It's very much, it leans into those alcoholic sort of drinks that they do. So like the peach, not peach melba, peach bellini, that kind of element, you know, the champagne toast. If you like those sort of citrusy drink vibes, you will like this, because it is very sweet, very sort of juicy to smell. And then the last one is completely different for me. Did I get it purely based on the packaging and really inspired by our summer plans this year? Yes, it does. So this is Shoreline Hydrangea. So that's what it looks like, and I just absolutely fell in love with the packaging. Hydrangeas are just my favourite flower, and this sort of like East Coast shoreline vibe really got me. So there is like a little sneak peek as to our summer plans this year, which we will announce at some point. But this one says dewy hydrangea petals, salty air and cedarwood. And to be honest, I'm not the best for floral scents. I never really buy them. I wouldn't even say hydrangeas give off that much of a potent smell. I grow hydrangeas, I've got two, and I never have really thought, oh wow, the hydrangea smells really nice. I've got roses and they always give off a scent, but I wouldn't say hydrangeas do. So unless you're like right up close sniffing it, it's hard for me to sort of describe what a hydrangea smells like. But this does kind of almost have, and I imagine it's the salty air and cedarwood, that masculine scent to it. So I'm hoping that will cut through some of the floral notes, because that's not really my vibe. But I do think this is quite a nice scent. Like I said, I don't really purchase the floral scent, so I can't compare this. I would not be the best person to advise you on that. But for someone that doesn't really like floral scents, I'm hoping, I think I could probably get behind this. But it's definitely going to be when I'm not having a headache and when I need, because I think that could be quite strong and a little bit overbearing potentially. So we will see. But anyway, that was my little haul from Bath & Body Works. I hope you enjoyed the kind of nostalgic vibes of this video, because I used to do quite a lot of haul videos and I can't wait to step back in a Bath & Body Works store at some point. It's not the same here in the UK, it really isn't. You don't get the full like experience, and you don't get obviously the discounts and the offers. So yeah, I can't wait to head back in and yeah, there's a few other candles that I've got my eye on already. There's like a sourdough bread one, and I love bread scents, so that's on my next list to pick up. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this sort of spring summer collection, and what you've picked up, if you've picked up any, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.